Hello, everybody. I'm Prowl, and I have some huge news for you today. Something huge just happened today for Hytale enjoyers, Hytale gamers. You can now set up your account on Hytale.com. Today, I'll be going over that, the elimination of lore in the game, how you will access mods, news on farming crops, and a whole lot more. If you want to keep up with everything Hytale, be sure to press the like button on this video. And for daily Hytale gameplay content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to use code PROWL8413 when you purchase Hytale. And for any in-game purchases that you make, it costs you nothing and supports me making more Hytale content. First up is the huge news. Dev/Null just posted this earlier. Help us test our accounts systems for Hytale by making an account here, accounts.hytale.com. Tokens for reserving your name will be coming out in the next couple days. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Having your account ready to go will make you one step quicker to getting your name reserved. Yes, that's right. You can now click this link, which I'll include in the description down below, and set up your account on hytale.com. This is in preparation for them allowing you to reserve your username in the coming days, and on Saturday, you'll be able to pre-purchase the game. I will actually be live during the pre-purchase launch here and on my Twitch account, probably around 9 a.m. Eastern time, so be sure to join me if you're available. Regarding your Hytale account, you can link other accounts to this, and one thing I think you'll probably want to link is your Twitch account. Many games, and probably Hytale too, do this thing called Twitch drops, where if you watch a streamer for a certain amount of time, you earn yourself something free in the game, like a cosmetic or something. It's a great way for game studios to generate more hype about making content and watching content about their game, and I suspect Hytale will probably do this as well. I'll be streaming Hytale daily after release, so if they do any promotions like this, I'll be sure to let you know. Then we have Simon telling me something that I did not expect. I made a short video about the new Hytale menus, and in part of this video, I show a picture of a large dragon, which we already knew about that would be in the game, and a whole lot of what looked to me to be baby dragons. So I posted about this, and Simon responded back, and he said they are not babies, but they got baby bird brains for sure right now. So I thought they were babies, they're not. But he's confirming a few things for us, a few new things for us here. They are some sort of creature, as he is saying their AI is not very smart right now, but he also didn't say that they weren't dragons. So to me, that sounds a lot like they are maybe a really small breed of dragon instead, and a lot of them. This does make me wonder how combat would work against this swarm of smaller dragons. So sound off in the comments below and let me know, how do you see this working, and if you're excited about finding out what they're all about in the game. Next up is a huge one about lore. Let me read the post. Simon says, FYI, to set expectations, all lore is reset and/or on hold for review. All concept arts are outdated as well. Like the whole Farron/Scarrick lore mentioned in the video is under review. Everything was just concepts. Lots of documentation, none of it in the game. So please don't read too much into hints. You will be disappointed. The whole Cursebreaker arc allows us to reset and have a starting point. To that, the Panda Gaming dev responded, you will keep the very loved parts, right? And Simon responded back, hitting reset button doesn't mean deleting everything. It just means we have to spend time making sure it makes sense going forward. I've seen some things I do not agree with, which means a complete review is required. Further, Slapheart says, the Hytale lore is what drove the community into the game. Concept arts had us theorizing a lot in Discord and Twitter for 7 years. We considered the concept arts as facts and a thing in the game. Personally, the concept art lore is what made me feel exciting about this game. Simon responded, the lore you theorized for years is different from the lore I have seen. This is why we need to pause and see what's going on. We'll figure out post-launch. This one is probably going to catch a lot of you that have followed Hytale by surprise, but I wouldn't worry too much about it yet. As Simon said, they aren't just deleting everything, but there are core elements of the lore that he is seeing that he doesn't agree with. So he wants to just set an expectation now that things may change. While I haven't been a big person on lore myself, I have loosely followed it, and my opinion is, I hope that much of the lore of the world is left open-ended and open for player interpretation. So we can have plenty of lore in the world. There are several different races, a clear good and evil side within this world, a lot of symbols and artifacts and clues about what's happening in the world that exists. All that's good. I think a lot of these subtle hints are great, and I think it would be good to leave assumptions of how the world is the way. And I think it would be good to leave assumptions of how the world is the way it is to the player. So we can make our own stories within the world if we want to, and only have definitive lore implications where it's really needed within this Cursebreaker story arc. If you want to learn more about lore inside of Hytale, definitely check out channels like Canadian Flash and mine. Those guys have been following the Hytale lore since it was announced, and they have tons of videos on it. Now, next up, we have a post about modding. Fayan asks, has it been clarified if player-made mods can be found via in-game menu, or do people have to upload on their websites for us to download? Simon responded back, websites for launch, in-game later on will be high priority. So personally, I love the idea of mods being accessible in-game. It'll make it easy for everyone to find the mods and install them directly in-game. It'll also mean that when the game comes to console and mobile, that those things should be accessible there in some form as well, meaning that more people get to experience all these great things. Now, Simon has said in the past that modders will get to decide if they want to have their mods be free or if they want to sell them. So we don't know exactly how this is going to look or work yet, and I know that worries a lot of people, but every indication is that Hytale will handle this in a way that is good for the players. Next, we have a little bit about campfires here. Langris says, what about making the campfire act as a save point by upgrading it or adding a log/sitting area? It would be awesome to do, especially when we are raiding a dungeon with friends. Instead of bringing a bed, we make a campfire outside the dungeon. Simon responds back saying, I'd like to make campfires be useful other than cooking. I have some ideas for adventure mode that will come later. So it does seem like campfires are going to have a purpose beyond just being a lighting source or a way to cook food, but I'm not sure what that use could be yet. But I would just say that I hope that whatever it is, it doesn't make me feel like I have to take a campfire around with me everywhere that I go. Let me know. Them being useful is good, but them being a requirement to feel like you need to be efficient in the game, I don't think is good. So we'll see what balancing point he strikes. You can let me know what unique ideas you have for the campfire down in the comment section below. So now let's get to some fun screenshots. The first one here reads, lots of variety in weapons and playstyles. We are excited to show you more about Hytale's combat very soon. In this picture, we can see a player flying across the sky, axe in the air, about to slam down on a skeleton that is holding this really cool two-sided weapon. Is it a glaive? I don't know what these things are, but what I do know is it looks really cool, and I must have one as a weapon in Hytale. I really want it. Next is a picture of an Outlander saying the ever-vigilant Outlander Archer stands guard. This picture shows an Outlander Archer standing in his camp. There's a lot of cool aesthetics in this image, like the village that he's inside of, the bones in the background, and what looks like bones hanging off the chains, and the model itself looks really cool. Next, for you cozy gamers and farmers, we have this one that says, we have been making some progress on Hytale's farming and overall cozy feel. We are excited to show you more soon. So Hytale posts this screenshot showing a garden growing several different types of crops. And I don't think this is all that there's going to be in the game either. There's likely to be more than this. There are some interesting things in this screenshot too, like the size of the berry bushes on the outside of the fence, and even the fence itself. If you look, the inside texture of the fence is different than the outside texture, which means that fences are directionally placed. And personally, I love that look. It looks great. And lastly here, I sent a question out on Twitter about parental controls for the game. And it's a long post, so I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but basically what I'm asking for is a strong parental control system that gives you access to things like friends, chat, voice chat, proximity chat, and more. These things are important to avoid a Roblox-like situation where predators are preying on kids, and also for us parents to feel comfortable letting our kids play the game and have fun, and to do so with all the social features available for them to use. I did get a response on this from dev/null that reads, we have already started building functionality around this. Our upcoming account system already has some of the points you listed. Account linking and parental consent for registration. We're planning to continue adding more so that parents can control the types of experiences that their children have in Hytale. Many of the items in your list are planned and will be added alongside the implementations of their respective features. We plan on notifying parents when these features expand in functionality as they've released so they can adjust their child's account permissions as they see fit. We're always looking for ways to make the experience for both parents and children better, so please keep sending us feedback like this when you think of it. So this is great news to me. I'm glad that they're thinking about this now, and I think it'll really serve the game well when they hit console audiences later and maybe mobile audiences after that, as those audiences tend to trend younger and younger versus the PC audience. So anyways, that's all the news that I have for you today. It was quite a big one. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and hype button on this video to spread it out to more people. And if you want more news and daily gameplay, be sure to subscribe here and follow me on my Twitch. And don't forget to use code PROWL8413 anytime you make a purchase inside of Hytale. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you in the next one.